How do you do, fellow kids? I have a special toy opening today. I have this Sgt Slaughter. This is one of 3 Sgt Slaughters that I've recently ordered. I don't collect WWE wrestling figures, but I thought it would be fun to check this one out because I'm a fan of Sgt Slaughter and because of the Sgt Slaughter tie-in with G.I. Joe. It is funny that we've got Sgt Slaughter is kind of like a Hasbro property and a Mattel property because Mattel does all of the WWE figures, and Sgt Slaughter was also famously a G.I. Joe. There has not been, and I'm just talking about the vintage G.I. Joes because there has not been a Sgt Slaughter classified figure announced yet. There were some hints that might happen. However, Bobby Vala moved first, and Bobby Vala has a Sgt Slaughter action figure that was announced and released with the first wave, and I have that on order. I've seen a lot of pictures on Instagram of people who got it. A lot of people who bought it directly from Bobby Vala's Valaverse website. They're the ones that are getting those. And unfortunately, I didn't buy it from Valaverse. I bought it from Big Bad Toy Store. I didn't realize that there was another option to purchase those. So anyway, bought it from Big Bad Toy Store, and I'm waiting for that to come in. I also ordered the WWE Masters of the Universe Sgt Slaughter Man-at-Arms mashup, and I'm waiting for that to come in. And so between this Sgt Slaughter, this Sgt Slaughter, the Valaverse Action Force Sgt Slaughter, and the WWE Masters of the Universe Sgt Slaughter, I had ordered 3 of them. And so there is another version of another wrestling version that is closer to the G.I. Joe, but I did like this one. He has a good military look. I didn't buy I'm kind of kicking myself because I was thinking about buying the Iron Sheik Mustafa figure that's been out there, and but anyway, so. Got this one. It's an Elite, so it comes with some extra features, including a soft goods jacket that can be removed. He also has elbow pads. He's got his riding crop or whip. It looks like that's been bent up a little bit. I'm not sure if that's gonna look good. And then he's got some alternative hands. He's got some pointing fingers and some gripping hands. And so obviously these WWE action figures weren't meant to hold weapons, but I'm wondering what kind of accessories we might be able to put into his hands. So I'm gonna get him out of the box and we'll take a closer look. Just for fun, here's a closer look at Sgt Slaughter in his tray. Looks pretty cool. I got the little backing sheet right here. Yeah, so you can see his soft goods jacket comes off, and he's got his kind of his classic camouflage shirt with his wrestling tank top underneath. All right, so here he is out of the packaging. I mean, he's okay. He's cool. I'm a little disappointed in the quality of some things. His riding crop is a very rubbery material, so it's not straight. It kind of looks ridiculous. The sunglasses and the hat, the beret, don't fit him very well. They just look kind of silly on him. he looks okay. I can tell that that's Robert Remus, aka Sgt Slaughter. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and see what he looks like without the cloth jacket. I can remove this, hopefully. Never had to do this before, so I'm sure there's a good trick to it. Oh, there we go. So so here we are. I think he's kind of a weirdly proportioned figure. His legs seem long compared to his torso. I'm gonna compare him to a G.I. Joe figure that is to straighten out the legs on Flint, and he's quite a bit taller than Flint. Good proportions. You do kind of want a larger Sgt Slaughter maggot to be a cool, imposing, drill sergeant. I thought, I just happened to grab Flint, but I think this is a good comparison because Flint wears a beret, and Flint's beret fits him very well. Obviously, the way that they molded his hair was really great. That basically kind of creates something for the beret to grab a hold of. That beret looks great, and in comparison, this beret just kind of looks like a piece of junk. And the other thing I wanted to see is if I could put a weapon in his hand. Of course, all the G.I. Joe figures have trigger fingers, and he doesn't. So this G.I. Joe or Cobra pistol doesn't really fit in his hand very well. His wrist seems thin to me. Yeah. So I'm not super used to these these wrestling figures. I thought it would be cool to pick up Sgt Slaughter, and I wouldn't mind having multiple Sgt Slaughters on display. This one's a little bit of a disappointment. I thought the WWE Elite figures were going to be better than this. I don't, like I said, I don't collect the WWE figures, so I didn't know what to expect. Face sculpt's pretty cool, pretty good. I'm interested just to compare that, the head and the neck. For really, there's a real noticeable separation there. But I think he looks pretty good, straight on. So can't be too mad at that. I wonder if there are secondhand riding crops that I could pair with this. I think this version of Sgt Slaughter was a villain, but I'm not too sure. I probably watched a lot of wrestling between like 1982 and 1985 ish, and after that, into the 90s, I was kind of aware of what was going on. Would watch it occasionally, but wasn't a regular fan of the WWE, so I couldn't tell you exactly what was going on with this this version of Sgt Slaughter. But he's pretty cool anyway. And so thanks for watching my video. If you want to see more mostly, you know, G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe, some other like 80s retro type stuff on this page. Please drop me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.